On Saturday, April 17th, Notre Dame had its 10th spring practice, and right here at blueandgold.com we have the video report. Before we dive into it, make sure you hit the thumbs up button on this video, subscribe to our blueandgold.com YouTube channel, and of course go to blueandgold.com for all of spring ball coverage, recruiting coverage with official visits coming up, and so much more. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. This first play here is really interesting. A lot of people talk about how talented Chris Tyree and Kyron Williams are. Well, can Notre Dame get them on the field at the same time? And you see it here. Chris Tyree is the running back here. You see the offensive lineman blocking like it's a run play. It's actually, a pass out to Kyron Williams, a little RPO action. You don't get to see where Kyron is lined up, but Coan connects out with Kyron Williams tackled by number 24 linebacker Jack Kaiser. Interesting grouping here. Mitchell Evans you'll see at tight end, and this looks like a first team group with Jack Coan and Kyron Williams in there. You'll have Tosh Baker at left tackle. Left guard is Rocco Spindler, and then you'll see you see number 95 in white there. Myron Tagovailoa Amosa is getting blocked one-on-one by a tight end. I would imagine it's Michael Mayer, but he does a really nice job. Coan's pass here is out to Braden Lenzy with Clarence Lewis in coverage. You can't really see Braden Lenzy's feet, but we'll give it to him there. On this play, you have Avery Davis coming in motion. Jack Coan hands the ball off to Chris Tyree. Looks like Michael Carmody, who may have found a home at right tackle, as Brian Kelly talked about. Misses a block there, though. Tyree is tackled. And interesting view, end zone view. We don't see that a ton, but a good bit of that in today's video. Kurt Heinisch is about to beat Rocco Spindler inside here, and you'll see it in a second. Here is the offensive line grouping. Right tackle Michael Carmody, right guard Andrew Kristofic, center Zeke Correll, left guard Rocco Spindler, and left tackle Blake Fisher. See number 41 there, Kurt Heinisch beats Spindler inside, and he makes the tackle on Kyron Williams. A little bit of a low snap here in just a second from Zeke Correll. Jack Coan quickly flips it up, though, to Lawrence Keys. Gets a good burst, runs by Myron Tagovailoa Amosa, gets a block from Michael Mayer on Jack Kaiser, and Keys picks up a nice gain before he is tackled by DJ Brown, safety. And Marcus Freeman's defense, another end zone view here. Jack Coan still at quarterback for a few more plays, and he's going to hand this off to Kyron Williams, who slips a little bit, and then he's tackled by a couple of Notre Dame defenders. See, Kurt Heinisch stood out to me on that play. The dude just eats up space, takes on two blockers, and certainly can hold his own against anyone. This play, keep an eye on Kyron Williams in picking up Isaiah Foskey. Really impressive block there by Kyron Williams. We saw him do that all last season. Pass intended for Avery Davis, broken up by DJ Brown, and you see Kyle Hamilton in the hoodie on the right side of the screen. He was really hyped up for his fellow safety mate. Jack Coan gets the snap. You'll see Bo Bauer gets the sack. Obviously he's not going to hit the quarterback. You see DJ Brown kind of lets up there. Pass complete to Lawrence Keys, though, but a nice play getting the sack by inside linebacker Bo Bauer. And then we have Tyler Buchner in at quarterback and some of his offensive linemen here. Left tackle Blake Fisher, left guard Quinn Carroll, Dylan Gibbons at center, I believe John Dirksen at right guard, Sebo Flemister at running back for the Irish, and Buchner. This screen pass intended for Sebo Flemister, but falls harmlessly to the ground. That play kind of never looked good from the start there. Nice play by the Fighting Irish defense. You see Jordan Botelho was in on that play. And I love this alignment here by Isaiah Pryor lined up over Quinn Carroll, the guard for the Irish. Lots of good stuff you'll see from Isaiah Pryor here, but this is Buchner's, probably his best play of the day that we saw. Rolls out a little, just kind of fades out to his left, and then fires a confident strike over to Lorenzo Styles with Philip Riley in coverage. That's a true freshman to a true freshman, tackled by a true freshman. All of these early enrollees for the spring. I certainly heard really good things about Lorenzo Styles. I think he's going to be a contributor on this year's team. Personnel note here on the offensive line, Quinn Murphy over at right tackle. That's a walk-on player. You see Sibo Flemister, little zone run action to the left. He cuts up before he is tackled by a host of Notre Dame players. Some strong running by Sibo Flemister. It's one tough dude, and I really like this veteran running back. I don't think he's a lead back at Notre Dame, but he's certainly a serviceable second or third guy, and we've seen that throughout his Notre Dame career. Here's a good look at Notre Dame quarterback Tyler Buchner. Good look here, but this play is not going to look too good. Some miscommunication or something just did not work out here. See Isaiah Pryor, Justin Adamalola right there. You talk about Justin Adamalola, Jason Adamalola, the twins. Expecting big things from these guys this season, especially Jason on the inside thing. He's got a really good chance to start, and Justin continued to be a rotational piece here. More of Tyler Buchner. You see number 17, Jordan Botelho, that drop end Viper position. He drops back into coverage, and he brings down Chris Tyree out in the flats. In a lot of these clips, the defense is winning, especially when you get down to second, third team groupings, and certainly some first team type players in there. You've got Blake Fisher at left tackle, but this one would have been another sack. You see Isaiah Pryor, Jordan Botelho also in there. Really interesting stuff with Rover Isaiah Pryor lining up over guards, coming off the edge. Isaiah Pryor seems to be a good fit in Marcus Freeman's defense. Here is this offensive line grouping. Right tackle Caleb Johnson, the true freshman, early offensive lineman who we don't speak a lot about. Spindler and Fisher we certainly talk a good bit about. Right guard John Dirksen. Center is Dylan Gibbons. Left guard Quinn Carroll, and left tackle Tosh Baker. Defensive line pictured here, Justin Adamalola, Howard Cross. You also see true freshman DB Ryan Barnes, who makes a really nice play at the end of this video here. And Nana Asafo-Mensah gets a sack. Ron Powlus, now the quarterback for the Irish. His pass here gets batted down by another true freshman in Gabriel Rubio, interior defensive lineman, 4-star player for the Irish. Paulus's handoff here is to Leo Albano, who quickly, as soon as he gets the ball, he's got to break out of a Nana Asafo-Mensah tackle. He's going to run out to his right, and Leo Albano is brought down by Aiden Kayana-Aina and freshman DB Ryan Barnes. Talking a lot about Ryan Barnes today. Good to see him involved. Barnes, Philip Riley, Justin Walters, all defensive back early enrollees who have looked good this spring. Another handoff. And more of Kayana-Aina and Nana Asafo-Mensah. You see 92 right there, and 18. They both bring down Leo Albano for just a gain of a yard. Couple more plays here, guys, then we'll get into the full speed footage here. Ron Powlus, a little bit of a low snap. Nice snag there. Looking out to his left. Fires a pass over to, that's Chase Ketterer, a former quarterback at the high school level, now playing running back, catching a pass there. That's Nana Asafo-Mensah making the stop out in the flats. Another Chase Ketterer play here. He's going to run inside. He is stuffed by Riley Mills and a couple other Notre Dame players come up. You see Ryan Barnes and some others helping in on the tackle. And on this last play here, Ron Powlus is going to get the snap, and you'll see on the right side of your screen a little bit of a battle between Riley Mills and Tosh Baker. Riley just bull rushing his fellow class of 2020 recruit, and nearly bats that pass down, looked like, but Paulus's throw intended for Jay Brunel and an acrobatic stop by Ryan Barnes, who we've talked a lot about in this video. One player who was noticeably missing was quarterback Drew Pyne. We saw Buchner, Powlus, and Coan. For whatever reason, Notre Dame did not include any Drew Pyne clips today. What that means, I don't know. But what I can tell you is that Pyne did practice today. You see him in the back of some of the videos. Here's a picture that Notre Dame sent to the media. Here, that's Drew Pyne throwing. So Pyne did practice. Why we did not get clips of him in the 11-on-11 scrimmage today, I do not know at this point in time. Pictured here is Notre Dame receiver Braden Lenzy, the speedster from Oregon. Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly spoke about 3 receivers that he really feels like the offense needs to have big performances this fall for that Irish offense to take the next step from a really good team to like a national championship winning offense. So let's hear what Kelly had to say specifically about Lenzy and a couple other Irish receivers.
It's really about, to me, more than anything else, is getting Wilkins, Lenzy, and Keys at the next level. That's where this really is about. Jordan Johnson's getting better. There's no doubt. He's got to continue though on the little things. He's missed a couple of practices. We got to get him back in the flow of things. But those 3 guys are where this is at. I mean, they have got to ascend to the championship level. They've been good. Don't get me wrong. They've been good. I need them to move to that great level, and they're capable of it. And we're seeing some signs, but this is all wrapped up in those 3 guys really taking that next step. Now, that's assuming we get Kevin back. If we get Kevin Austin back healthy, Avery's, obviously been steady for us in the slot. You got a great tight end. You got 2 outstanding backs, 3 really with Sebo. You got a pretty good offense there. But these 3 guys have to ascend. That's really the key here for us at the wide receiver position.
That's going to do it for today's video. Really appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not yet for more content. Go to blueandgold.com for everything Notre Dame athletics. We'll go ahead and play the full 3 minutes of B-roll from today's practice.